Hello, this is Victor and here with a new weekly tutorial. I was painting that thing and I thought that maybe it was worth it to show it on camera how to do that, as is a technique that I think I never did on camera with powders. So what I tried to do is to drag some dirtiness here at the bottom, as I was doing here. How I prepare first this flag is I just paint in red and I did a wash with Agvax air shade, as you can see here. But the problem of the Agvax air shade is not always in the position where you want, because I want this bottom part to be dirtier as it's closer to the ground as it been there by staying there. So what I will do is I will use a dark brown, you see powders here. I'm using dark powders, and then what I will do is I just paint it without water, and I rub these powders at the bottom of the flag. This is a way to do dirtiness at the bottom too, and as the application is like a glaze, but or like a dry brush, but really dry, because you have only powder, and what you want to do is so you can apply this. You have to be careful because it's quite a dirty technique, so not to dirty the rest of the miniature. What I will do is you see, I apply here. And it's a matter of accumulating the powders at the bottom, and you see that it starts to getting brown. I start first with the brown powder, dark brown, as you can see, but we can switch to black powder as well. And after that I need to throw away this carton, because if not I have the risk of dirtying anything with these powders. This is the problem of the powders. I'm doing on top of this carton. I recommend you do it on a control area. So now I'm having here some black powders. I will apply this at the bottom. Put like, okay, and I'm using a very bad brush. I can use something better than this. Use this brush here. Softer will help more on putting the right powder there. I'm not using water at this moment, I'm just using the dry powders, and I will put some brown on the top. I have brown here. This is a way to create dirtiness, and really what you're doing is you're dirtying your miniature. Here, for example, that I have the red too bright in that age, I will apply just a little bit of brown, because these powders, what they do is they do the color down, so they make the color less bright, as this is like dirtying. So here I already did before. It was what I was doing when I thought about was interesting to show it on camera how to do that. I keep putting some powders here, and I will try to avoid. I will take now just a little bit of water to assure that I apply. I need just a little bit. When you're watering the powders, they will stick, and then now with water, you see this is going to be much darker at the bottom. This is how to do that, like a scorch. And I think camera is looking more aggressive than what is in reality. Remember, each time you use powders, I highly recommend that you find a way to fix them later on. If not, this is a risk that you are dirtying your hands when you're touching this, because the powders are not fixed. The powders are not fixed to the miniature like the normal paints. I'm just applying a little bit of brown. You have to be careful not to dirty now the wings. This is a thing that maybe you want to do at the beginning, or you want to do without having this spark fluid for next time. So this is how to do dirtiness. And now what we can do is we can apply a little bit of this to the bottom of the base. And if you can see the base of my So you see here I'm just making the color match tool, and it's a mixture now of brown and it's not a problem. It's just a way to make, you see the wood is have a different tonality at the bottom, so it's a way to give some different tonality. And now I will wait a little bit. I will take them with water. I will use the same powders here, and I will apply them here a little bit on the scroll, just to, you see, very fast is dirtying the scroll. The last thing I want to show you can use with powders and using dry. So I'm going to dry now very well my brush. I'm going to take a reddish powder. This is what I did on the base for the what's called the Lord Celestial on the back coat. So I take a reddish powder. I think was, yeah, we can use this one. Of course you don't need to shake the powders. This is maybe too orangey. I'm looking more for, this can be good. No, a little bit too much too. Point on these spots is that, remember that, okay, let's use this one. This is called Age Rust, but it's quite a browny color, you see. So in its wash you can use similar. What I'm going to do now is I take also dry powder like it is and just apply here in some parts of the base, especially on the rock. Will make the look to break a little bit. This will break completely the uniformity of the rock and the base. Okay, remember, after doing that I will varnish the miniature with to fix the powders in place. I don't want that these powders go everywhere in my miniature, and then I will do the finished touch. So I can put a little bit of brown powders here. As you see, I completely break the uniformity. Sorry, the wings were in the way of the camera. So I hope you can see I just put here some reddish powder. You can put a little bit of brownish. We'll put a little bit more of these reddish powders here. You see, it's like powder. They don't get fixed easily, but they give this very nice dirtying effect, very natural on the rocks. Okay, and I think this will finalize the base on this work. I'm pretty happy, and yeah, and keep tuning the channel if you want to know how I did these wings, because I'm going to do soon a tutorial explaining how to do these wings for prosecutors. So just an advanced picture of these wings. I love a lot of work to do them, but I love it how they look like, and I will do a tutorial soon on that wings. So I hope you find this interesting. Different way to use the powders. This time I didn't use almost water to make these dirt effects on clothes. Quite extreme. Looks darker in the camera, I think. So here also these dirt effects, and also how to do this, like to break the like this wind dust or sun on top of this. So yeah, this is just a short tutorial, a short tip on powders. I'm using every day more and more these powders. I think that you can find very nice effects, and when it's like a dirty technique, but once you start, if you are careful and you take care of that, you can do some nice and cool effects. Use it more on bases and also to rust vehicles. And yeah, that's all. I use it a lot on the bikes, for example, for my Space Marines. And yeah, and that's all for this tutorial. So here, let's put just the job a little bit more. Thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye.